Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Merino, but you can call me Mac Daddy. And in today's video, I'm so excited to share with you guys everything you need to know about my brand new Artist Couture Fresh Face Forward collection. Now, this is something that I've just been so excited about for so long because it is literally like our first time ever creating products in all of these categories. I feel like everyone that is familiar with me and my brand, you guys know we're all about the glam, we're all about the more is more. And with this collection, I just really wanted to give you guys a different perspective of me and my brand. So we wanted to create something that just felt a little bit more fresh, just a little bit more different than anything that we've ever done before. I'm so excited because these products are not only amazing products when it comes to the way that they perform and the way that they enhance your makeup, but they are packed with skin-loving ingredients. I really wanted to make sure that every single product in this collection was great for your skin, not only like an instant gratification moment, but great over time. So I'm really excited to share with you guys everything about these products, give you guys more insight on ingredients, give you guys more insight on performance, and just really what all of these products are meant to do and how and why they are perfect for everyone. With this collection, we did a full 180 and we did all white and gold packaging. With this collection, I really wanted to create a system that was really easy to use and to wear, and that essentially felt really foolproof and that worked for everyone. So I'm gonna show you guys how to achieve the AC Fresh Face, which is what I have on my face right now, using all of these products in this collection. Before we get started and I really break everything down, I wanna let you guys know that all of these products are available right now on artistcouture.com, and they will be launching on Sephora.com on May 25th. Thank you guys so much for being here, and without further ado, let's get started. All right, so let's get started. I did do all of my skincare off of camera, so if you have like a holy grail skincare routine, your lotions, your potions, your serums, I highly encourage that you guys do all of that first before applying a primer. And here it is, my Prep and Glow Blurring Perfection Primer. When I tell you guys, I literally created like my dream primer, that's exactly what I did. When we created this primer, we literally sat in a meeting and we said, what's gonna make our primer different? What's gonna make our primer so special and so unique? And I really wanted to create something that not only optimized the performance of your makeup and the way that it wears and the way that it feels, but I really made it a point to have a really strong ingredient story, because I just felt like skincare and makeup are things that can go hand in hand with each other, and this primer is exactly that. This primer, when I tell you guys it is packed with skin-loving ingredients, like I cannot say it enough. It contains things such as squalene, which is a really popular ingredient in the industry. Squalene helps to boost your skin's hydration, making it appear more healthier, more youthful, more fresh. Squalene is also a detoxifier that contains anti-inflammatory properties that can really help to soothe really common skin concerns such as acne, rosacea, eczema, or if you're like me, psoriasis as well. This primer also contains things like hyaluronic acid, which is one of my favorite ingredients. It contains vitamin PP, that people also know it as niacinamide, and it also contains vitamin E. It is also formulated with different oils that contain antioxidants that help fight skin damage and free radicals and just all of the ugly, nasty things in the environment that are harmful to your skin. And fresh fact, regular use of this primer does help boost your skin's collagen production for firmer, supple skin. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to preserve this youth and look fresh and supple forever. Okay, so now that I'm done explaining all of the technical stuff with the formulation and just honestly all of the things that you guys should know, because I'm just so proud that we were able to formulate something that is not only so amazing for your skin, that helps to optimize your makeup's performance. So now it's time to show you guys this baby in action. So this bottle does contain 1 ounce of product, and I really wanted to make it a point to make sure that we had something that had a pump. I'm personally not a huge fan of anything that's like a squeeze tube, because I just feel like a pump just really helps to control the amount of product that you're using. And when I tell you a little goes a long way, all you need is one pump for your entire face. Now let's get into the texture of this primer, because in my opinion, it's really unique, and I can't think of anything that I've used that has this texture. It's not like a water-based primer where it feels more liquidy, and it's definitely not like a silicone-based primer that feels a little bit more kind of like that slip. It literally is like a light and airy whipped formula. I'm gonna show you guys on the back of my hand. I'm gonna do a little pump so you guys can see what it looks like. But the way that it comes out, it almost looks like a little mousse, just like really, really whipped. That's the best way that I can describe it, is this primer is a whipped texture. I'm gonna be using the mirror in my multi-use beauty powder to do the application. I'm gonna show you guys on one side of my face first, because you visibly see such a huge difference from not having the primer on to actually applying it onto your face. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that half pump that I applied, and I'm just going to start to blend this into my skin. Now, this primer is blurring, so if you have big pores, if you have texture, if you're someone with more of a mature skin, this is definitely going to help to smooth your skin and just create the perfect canvas for your makeup. Now, I've been wearing this and testing this for such a long time now. I've been wearing this just on its own on my bare skin because I just love the way that it makes my skin look super glowy and luminous. And every single time that I've worn it and I go out, like if it's like during the day, I get so many compliments on my skin. People want to know what skincare I use, what I have on my skin, and 9 times out of 10, it's literally only been this primer. Now, this is a glowing primer, so what does that mean? This primer does contain microfine pearls that are going to help give your skin a more luminous appearance. It's gonna help to diffuse light to just make your skin look nice and smooth. I do wanna be clear that it does not have like big glittery particles. I know that there's other primers in the market that say that they're like illuminating or glowing, and a lot of times you put it on and you literally look like Edward Cullen from Twilight, but this does not have like big chunky particles. The pearls are super, super, super ultra fine, so they don't really stand out in a negative way. If anything, it just enhances your skin's natural radiance. So I'm gonna show you guys the difference. This is my skin with nothing on it, just bare skin, just a little skincare. And right over here is my skin with my Prep and Glow Blurring Perfection Primer. And you guys can see it visibly looks so much more radiant and glowy. It feels nice on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't have a sticky texture. You can't even really feel like there's anything on your skin. It doesn't feel like anything. The great thing about this primer also is it is going to extend the wear of your makeup. So anything that you put on top, it's gonna grip onto it, it's gonna hold onto it, and it's gonna make it wear all day long. All right, now I'm just gonna finish applying a little bit more of this primer on the other side of my face so we can move on to the next step. So like I mentioned before, there's so many ways that you guys can use this primer. You can use it under your makeup, kind of following along your regular makeup routine, whether you use something lightweight or something full coverage. You can definitely use it under your makeup. Like I said, it's going to extend the wear of your makeup. I'm gonna be using it with a little bit of this NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer because I want my skin to still look really, really nice and natural and fresh. To show you guys on camera, all I'm gonna be using is this tinted moisturizer and this concealer. You can also use it mixing it into your foundation or your tinted moisturizer. So I'm gonna pump a little bit of this tinted moisturizer on a beauty blender. And in case you guys are wondering, I am using shade Cusco, which is medium 1.5. And I'm lightly just going to stipple this all over my skin. If you guys have not tried this tinted moisturizer, you guys absolutely need to. It is just so beautiful. I love how lightweight it feels and how lightweight it looks. Like it doesn't look like I have too much on my skin, which is exactly what I'm going for. All right, now I'm gonna apply a little bit of this concealer. This concealer, Holy Grail, classic, Natural Radiant Creamy Concealer. I use shade Custard. I'm just gonna apply a little bit underneath my eye area just to make me look nice and bright. I'm just gonna take my beauty blender again and just blend out this concealer. And like I mentioned earlier, feel free to still incorporate all of these products with your makeup routine. I know that we're creatures of habit. We all have the products that we like that we really don't like to shy away from. And I just want you guys to know this collection and these products are not meant to change your approach to makeup or to change the way you do your makeup. These are just meant to enhance your current routine. This is just meant to make everything better that you're already using. All right, and I feel good with how all of this is looking. Just a little tinted moisturizer and a little concealer. All right, so now we're gonna move on to my multi-use beauty powder, which I'm just so excited to share with you guys. This is something that we tested, we formulated, we scratched, we went back to the drawing boards, and honestly, the wait and how long this took is just so worth it because I literally created the most perfect powder. Now, something that I do want to disclose because I was getting a lot of questions about this on my Instagram is this in no way, shape, or form to any capacity is this a foundation powder. It is not a full coverage foundation powder. This is meant to be used more as like a finishing powder, but I really wanted to leave it open-ended because this does offer like a light to medium coverage. You can use it to lock in your makeup and set your makeup. You can use it to brighten your skin. You can use it to add warmth to your skin. I love using it throughout the day to touch up and refresh my makeup. I'm gonna show you guys how I use it. I'm gonna use a lighter shade to brighten. I'm gonna use my shade to set, and I'm gonna use a darker shade to add a little bit of warmth. As far as the actual powder itself goes, it is super lightweight. It is super silky and smooth. It is so blurring, so it's not gonna set into any lines. It's not gonna crease. It really does such a great job at staying put. And my favorite thing about it, it is just so hydrating to the skin. It does contain sodium hyaluronate, and it also contains other really great ingredients for your skin to help fight anti-pollution and blue light protection. And I know, if you're watching this video, you're always on your phone like I am, so it's going to be just really great all around for your skin and for you. So I'm gonna start off with Creme Brulee, which is a shade lighter than my actual skin tone. I'm going to go in with this small Morphe brush. This is from Morphe 2. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this powder, and I'm just going to lightly use this to set that concealer that I applied underneath my eye area. Now, before applying it, I do want to make sure that my concealer is increasing. So make sure that your concealer looks nice and smooth so that when you're setting it, it continues to look nice and smooth. So again, super lightweight. Just going to press it underneath my eyes, just like so. And you guys can see just like how smooth my under eye area starts to look. And you guys will even see like on a texture perspective that it doesn't look flat and dry. My goal with these powders was to not do anything that was too dry and mattifying. This does have, like I said, a beautiful satin finish. So it is going to just look healthy. It's not gonna look dry and matte, which is not what we want our under eyes to look like. You guys can see I'm not buffing this powder around. Specifically with underneath my eye area, I like to make sure that I am pressing this powder onto my skin. I know that there's a lot of people that like the baking method where you take like a beauty blender and like a translucent powder and you bake. I love baking too for more of like a higher glam moment if I'm gonna be like on a carpet or going to an event. But for like an everyday moment, I like my skin to just look really nice and natural. So again, the way that I like to apply this is I pick it up on my brush and then I lightly just start to press it onto my skin. That way I'm not moving anything around as far as anything that I've laid down, whether it's a color corrector or a concealer, and you're still getting that nice airbrushed look. All right, I think I'm done setting underneath my eyes. So now I'm gonna move on to setting the rest of my face everywhere else that I've applied that tinted moisturizer. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Honey Suede. This is my shade. This is the shade that I use like on a daily basis. This is what I would use to wear alone or to set on top of my makeup. I'm gonna go in with this Patrick Ta brush because it is a little bit more bigger and fluffier. And we're gonna pick up a little bit of this powder and just lightly press it all over my skin as well. All right, so I'm gonna do one side first so you guys can see the difference. And again, I'm not necessarily buffing. I wanna make sure that I am pressing onto my skin. I think I already said this, but these are like a light to medium coverage. So if you use like a fluffy brush with like a softer hand, you are gonna get more of like a lighter, more airbrushed effect. But if you do build it, which you can, or use more of a stiffer, more denser brush, it is going to pack on a little bit more. So again, these were really designed for multi-use, which is why they're called multi-use beauty powders. These were really designed for you guys to really take control on what you want this to do and what you want this to look like. Now I'm just going to even myself out and add Honey Suede on the other side. And can I just say, how much fun it is to name products. I remember we sat in the meeting and we were trying to figure out what we were gonna name these. Do we wanna do like a number scale? Do we wanna do, like, what do we wanna do? And I sat there and I was like, why don't we just do like fun, like food names? Just kind of like fun little like hybrid moments. So like we came up with like creme brulee and cream puff and honey suede and brown sugar and caramel delight. And I just think the names are so much fun. And I just love that my shade is honey suede. So again, I am just pressing this powder onto my skin. And I think you guys can see the difference from like underneath my eye area and that color to the rest of my face. I'm also going to lightly just kind of press this on my T-zone, down my nose, and on my forehead. These powders also, you guys, are so great for touching up. If you're someone on the go, if you're someone that loves to touch up throughout the day, if you're someone that gets oily throughout the day, these are going to be great to touch up because you're able to really refresh your makeup, but without your makeup looking cakey, without it looking like dry, you're still gonna look really, really nice and fresh, which is what I love the most about it, which is why we keep saying refresh your makeup with this powder. One of the questions that I kept getting asked about this powder is if it's great for someone with oily skin. So I feel like people with oily skin tend to want something that's more mattifying. So if you're someone that wants like a super matte finish, this is not gonna give you that. Again, this is going to give you a nice healthy satin finish. So if you're someone that wants a healthier, more youthful looking skin, then these are definitely for you. All right, so now that I have applied that on the rest of my face, I'm going to add a little bit of warmth now, a little bit of a bronzy moment, if you will. I know there's so many of you guys that have been wanting us to create bronzers. And when I tell you, these can also give you that moment, it can give you that fantasy. This is literally all I've been using for bronzer. And I love to use Caramel Delight for that. I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. I'm gonna go in with my Patrick Top brush again. And this is what the color looks like. It is a little bit deeper than that honey suede shade that I use all over. And I'm lightly just going to pick this up. And I am gonna go a little bit heavier with this because I do want this to be a little bit more pronounced. I do want this to stand out a little bit more, so I am going to apply a little bit more. Again, the ball's on your court. Whatever you want this to look like, if you want it to look like a soft veil, you can go lighter handed, or if you're someone like me, if you really want to be able to visibly see that warmth, then you can go a little bit heavier, which is what I'm gonna do right now with this powder. Just really adds like that nice, soft warmth that I like because it doesn't feel too forced like with when you use a bronzer. I feel like this looks natural. I feel like this looks like I've just been on vacay in Cabo. Take me back to Cabo. And you just get like a nice little warm tan. Like I said, I really wanted to leave this open-ended for you guys as far as like what you want to use this for and the functionality of it all. So you guys can see I use it to brighten, I use it to set, I use it to add warmth. And that's the beauty about makeup, and that's why I fell in love with makeup, is because makeup has no rules, and you should really be able to use anything to create anything and use it to whatever you want it to be. Just because it says it's one thing doesn't mean it has to be just that one thing. My favorite thing about the powder itself is the hydration that it gives your skin, because it does keep your skin feeling nice and fresh throughout the day. It doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel heavy like other powders in the market. It just doesn't really feel like you have anything on your skin, to be really, really honest with you guys. But I love how this looks. You guys can see that I look nice and warm now. We added that warmth to my cheeks. I normally, like if I was doing like a heavier glam, I would probably go a little bit heavier. And this can still add more coverage and more pigment if that's what I wanted. But for today, for the sake of showing you guys how I incorporate this for like an everyday moment, this is kind of like what I normally do. So this is what my skin looks like. Nice and fresh, and I am obsessed. I think it just looks so smooth, and I honestly cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on these. Meet the cast of Fresh Face Forward and their multi-use beauty powder. Moving on to lips, I am so excited that I can finally share my Silky lip oil with you guys. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that last year I was on live all the time playing Song Association and just being on live with you guys, which I totally miss and I know that I need to do more of. And I remember specifically I was always applying something on my lips, and I was just so addicted to applying this on my lips, you guys. I just could not stop. I was just like on live, just like applying it over and over and over and over. And everyone would always ask me, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? And I would literally ignore everyone. You guys, this right here is what I was applying and testing out. And honestly, it is so perfect. I want to be very, very clear and say that this is not a lip gloss. I was finding that a lot of people thought that this was a gloss. This is not a gloss. I want you guys to think of this as more of like a treatment for your lips, because it has such great ingredients for your lips that not only are going to make your lips look and feel great immediately, but it's going to improve your lips over time. This Silky lip oil does have a light watermelon scent, so when you smell it, it smells delicious. When you apply it, it tastes delicious. It's packed with vitamins and minerals that are immediately going to help to nourish, hydrate, and moisturize your lips. The best way that I can describe it is it's super, super, super lightweight. It doesn't really feel like anything on your lips. It's not sticky whatsoever. The texture is more like a gel-like texture, and the minute that you swipe the applicator across your lips, it just immediately feels more supple and more plump. Like your lips just feel incredible. Talking about the applicator, I do want to show you guys, it is a really nice, big, juicy applicator. I felt like it was perfect for my big, juicy lips, but even if you don't have big, juicy lips, it's all good. It just hugs your lips so beautifully when you glide it across. It just feels incredible. It hugs it nicely. It moves really, really nicely. It just overall is such an amazing experience. And I promise you guys, I promise you, this is going to be the best lip oil, lip treatment you will ever experience. When working through formulating this lip oil, I wanted to make sure that, again, we had really, really strong ingredients. So this does have raspberry seed oil that contains a high level of vitamins, antioxidants, essential fatty acids to help reduce inflammation, and vitamin E. So now we're going to apply it. I want to show you guys what this looks like in action. I don't have anything on my lips right now, and I feel like I've been talking a lot, so they're getting very, very dry. So you guys will see how immediately it makes my lips look nice and supple and plump. So I'm just going to glide this on my lips. You guys, I wish there was a way for me to really describe what this feels like when I apply it. All I can say, it just feels like yummy, yummy, yummy goodness. You guys know that I love a good lip moment, okay? I take pride in these juicy, soft lips, okay? And this has literally been my secret to achieving baby smooth, soft, silky lips. All right, guys, and that is the last step to achieving the AC Fresh face. I am obsessed with how my makeup looks. I just feel like I look nice and fresh. And this is really what I wanted for this collection. I just wanted like a different approach to beauty and just do something different than what we've done in the past. This collection is available right now on artistcouture.com, and it will be launching on sephora.com on May 25th. Now, I do want to let you guys know that this Silky lip oil is exclusive to artistcouture.com. However, if you guys want to shop the multi-use beauty powder and my primer, you guys can pick this up on sephora.com. And this primer will be available in Sephora's stores nationwide and Canada on June 11th. I hope you guys are excited for this collection and all of these products just as much as I am. This has been something that has been in the works for so long, and I cannot believe that the day is finally here, that you guys get to experience it for yourself. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to drop it in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer as many as I can. If you guys need help finding like the perfect shade of multi-use beauty powder, feel free to hit us up on the Artist Couture Instagram page, DM us a photo of you, and we're more than happy to help you guys find your perfect shade. I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. We've been working so hard with this launch and this collection. And just to see you guys' comments when we dropped the campaign video and everything that we've been rolling out, like I just get so excited to just see how excited you guys are. So thank you guys so much for all of your love and support, for supporting me, for supporting Artist Couture. And a huge, 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 huge shout out to every single person involved in making this come to life. The entire cast of my campaign, you guys killed it. To my entire Artist Couture team for working so hard day in and day out to just really, really make this happen. There's so much stuff that happens behind the scenes that you guys just have no clue, but just know it is not easy and it takes a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. Trust me, because I've gone through all of it. But at the end, it's so worth it, and you guys make it worth it. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. Before you guys go, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Don't be shady, be a lady. Subscribe to my channel so you guys don't miss a beat. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.